Okay guys, so thanks for watching this video. Hopefully if you actually watch it from beginning to end, you'll get all the answers for what we're going to end up doing tomorrow in class. So, but I'm gonna actually explain it to you, so maybe you can learn something here. So starting off, you can see that there's a few, by the way, I'm on page 47 of the book. This is lesson 5, graph ratio tables, or graphing ratio tables, okay? So let's talk about some of the vocabulary here, and I'm just gonna start off straight up pointing to where it's at on this graph. So the whole graph itself is called a coordinate plane. So this whole thing is a coordinate plane, okay? Now what a coordinate plane has in it is like the origin right here, that's at 0, 0. So we're gonna say this is that's the origin. The x-axis always goes left and right, okay? Or it's horizontal, always going left and right. And you can see this little x right here, right? So you know that this is the x-axis. And it always goes left and right. And then the y-axis always goes up and down like this. And you can see the little y right here. So when you guys start making your own graphs, you need to have a little x here and a little y there, okay? So this is the y-axis, okay? Now, what you use let's call this a coordinate plane. Now, the coordinate plane is the whole thing, okay? Now, you use a coordinate plane to plot ordered pairs, okay? So this right here, see this little dot there? And the 5, 4? That's an ordered pair, okay? So every ordered pair has an x and a y coordinate. And we talked about this yesterday, okay? So x, you need to go on the x-axis to find, so if it's 5, 4, you first go on the x-axis, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, so that's the x for the x-axis, 5. And then 4 for the y. So from 5, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, okay? So that's gonna be the coordinate 5, 4. Or in this case, let's say it says in 3 minutes, a North American wood turtle can travel about 17 yards. If the x-axis represents minutes and the y-axis represents yards, write an ordered pair that represents the situation. So remember, minutes or x first and then y second, and that's gonna be yards. So minutes first, 3 minutes, and then 17 yards. And if I wanted to actually graph this point up here, if I wanted to, which it doesn't say anything about doing that, but if I wanted to graph this point, I'd go right 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and be way up here somewhere, okay? So 317. All right, going on to the next page now. Okay, so hopefully you guys can continue seeing this pretty well, but we're talking about, so I guess I'm just gonna reiterate some of the things that I was just talking about. So x coordinate and y coordinate, this is talking about right here, for your ordered pair, the x coordinate always comes first. So that's something that you might want to even write down here as a note. You can say x coordinate comes first on the ordered pair. Okay, so on this ordered pair, the first thing is always the x coordinate. The second thing, okay, is always the y coordinate. So right here, the 6 is going to be the y coordinate, okay? And you can write that here if you wanted to. So the y coordinate comes second. Or if you think about the alphabet, the English alphabet, you know how it goes A, B, C, so A, B, C, D, and then it keeps going E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So notice which one comes first. The X comes before the Y. So in the same case here, your X coordinate comes before your Y coordinate. Okay, you guys have to remember that. All right. So anyway, you graph X coordinates and Y coordinates are ordered pairs on a graph. All right, so here's some examples, and we're just going to talk through these really quick. Let's see how long this video has been going for already. 5 minutes. Okay. So right here it says, the table shows the cost of dirhams to create CDs of digital photos. Okay, so pretty much how much does it cost to create photos at a Photoshop, okay? The table also shows this information as ordered pairs. Okay, so when you look at the table, if you want to make one CD of photos, it costs 3 dirhams. And you can represent that information right here as an ordered pair. For every one CD of photos, it costs 3 dirhams. Or if it costs if you want 2 photos, 2 CDs of photos, it's going to cost 6 dirhams. Okay, so you can see it stepping up. So 2 CDs, 6 dirhams. 3 CDs, 9 dirhams. You could probably guess, real quick, if you're really understanding this, if I have 4 CDs, how many dirhams do you think it's going to cost? It's going to be 12 dirham, okay? Or 5 CDs is going to be 15 dirham. So what you can see is it's going up by 3 every time. Okay, so 12 dirham, 15 dirham. So right here it says graph the ordered pairs. So they started off by graphing these ordered pairs. So 1, 3, right 1, up 3, put a dot. 2, 6, right 2, up 6. And notice you start at the origin, remember. So right 3, so from the origin, 1, 2, 3, up 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, right here, okay? Then it says describe the pattern in the graph. So here's the pattern in the graph. The points appear in a line. Okay, so what it's talking about is how all of these points exist in a line. Okay, each point is 1 unit to the right and 3 units up from the previous point. So here's a point, it's 1 unit to the right and 3 units up. Here's another point, it's 1 unit to the right, 3 up. 1 right, 3 up. So guess what? The next one is going to be 1 right, 3 up. 1 right, 3 up. And that line will continue if you had a big enough coordinate plane. Okay? So what does that mean? It simply means that the cost increases by 3 AED for every CD. Okay, let's go on to the next part now. So now we're actually going to try this on our own. It says, the table shows Hadil's earnings for 1, 2, and 3 hours. The table also lists this information as ordered pairs. Okay, so for 1 hour, he earns 5 dirhams. 2 hours, 10 dirhams. 3 hours, 15 dirhams. Okay, so graph the ordered pairs. So I'm going to come over here now, and I'm going to actually try to graph this. So for 1 hour, he earned 5 dirhams. So which one is representing hours and which one is dirhams? We have to make sure that's right. You have to, or it's going to be wrong. So if you look at hours, you see how it says X on there? And dirhams is Y. Okay, so remember, X is going to be your hours. So for every 1 hour he works, he earns how many dirhams? It says it right here. 1 hour, 5 dirhams. Okay, so 1 hour, he earns, now look at the Y-axis. So 2, 4, 5. So there's your point, 1, 5, okay? So this is at 1, 5. For 1 hour, he earns 5 dirhams. For 2 hours, he earns 10 dirhams. So 2, 10, right? So 2, 10. 3 hours, he earns 15. 3, 5. 3, 15, like that. And notice they are all in a line again. So if I could draw a perfectly straight line, those would be in a perfectly straight line, okay? So describe the pattern in the graph. You could describe it however you want. I would just say simply that every point is right 1, up 5, right 1, up 5. So you could say every point, or you could say every coordinate, right, is right 1, up 5 from the previous coordinate. Coordinate, or point, or ordered pair, however you want to say it. Coordinate, point, over ordered pair, however you want to say that, okay? So pretty much what it's saying is for every hour he works, he gets $5 more. For another hour, $5 more. Another hour, $5 more. Another hour, $5 more. Another hour, $5 more. Okay, and that's what that line is representing. All right, on to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna try to go quicker now. So it says, 2 friends are making scrapbooks. Dunia places 4 photos on each page of her scrapbook. Sumaya places 6 photos on each page of her scrapbook. Okay, make a table for each scrapbook that shows the total number of photos placed. Okay, so here's Dunia, who is placing 4 photos on each page. So as you can see, 1 page, 4 photos. 2 pages, 8 photos. 3 pages, 12 photos. So she's placing 4 photos on every single page. 4 pages, 16 photos. 5 pages, there's gonna be 20 photos. Or right here, she is placing, where are we at? Up here. 6 photos on each page. 6 photos on each page. So, page 1, 6 photos. Page 2, if she has 2 pages, there's 12 photos. 3 pages, 18 photos. 4 pages, 24 photos. 5 pages, 30 photos, okay? Graph the ordered pairs. So now what they did is they took this information right here and they graphed it. So right here, 1 page, 4 photos. 2 pages, 8 photos. 3 pages, 12 photos. Okay, so that's Dunia. And then the other person, okay, is right here. And they graphed the number of photos that she uses. So how does the ratio of photos to each page compare for each person? How is it shown on the graph? So Sumaya's number of photos per page is increasing by pretty much 2 more than Dunia's each time. So it's getting more and more and more and more, right? So it's spreading out further and further as far as how many photos she's actually using, okay? So you can see that Sumaya's photo usage is more than Dunia's, okay? And that's it. So now let's actually try some of these on our own. All right, here we go. So a blank page. Here's your answers if you're paying attention. So 2 friends are each saving money in their bank accounts. Abdul Rahman saves 10 dirham each week, while Ali saves 15 dirham each week. Okay, so let's represent Abdul. Abdul saved 10 each week. So here's week 1, saved 10. So after 2 weeks, if he saves another 10, he's at 20. After 3 weeks, if he saves another 10, he's at 30. 4 weeks, 40. So look, he's going up by 10, 10, 10. Every single week, he's saving 10 more. So plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. And we can write these as ordered pairs like this. 1 comma 10. After 2 weeks, it's 2 comma 20. After 3 weeks, it's 3 comma 30. After 4 weeks, it's 4 weeks. Means you should have 40 dirham. Now Ali is saving 15. Where is it at? 15 each week. So after 1 week, he's got 15, which you can represent as 1 comma 15. Now after 2 weeks, he's got, what is 15 plus? He goes up another 15, so 30. So after 2 weeks, he's at 30. Okay. And then after 3 weeks, he goes up another 15. So that's 45. So after 3 weeks, he's at 45. And then another 15. So after 4 weeks, he's at 60. Okay, so here's the ordered pairs. Ordered pairs. It says graph the ordered pairs for each friend on the same coordinate plane. Okay, so let's start off with Abdul's. Okay, so he has 1, 10, 2, 20, 3, 30, 4, 40. Those are Abdul's. All right, so let's write this down. So that's how much Abdul is saving up. Now, Ali is saving up 115. So in the first week, he's got 15. In the second week, he's got 30. In the third week, he's got 45. Third week, he's got 45. Fourth week, he's got 60. So this is Ali. Now, how do the ratios of Abdul Rahman's savings and Ali's savings compare? How is this shown in the graph? You know what? For now, let's just notice this. Ali is clearly saving faster than Abdul. Remember, Ali is saving 15 dirham each week. Abdul is only saving 10 dirham each week, and you can see that Ali is making more. He's saving more money. He's saving more dirhams every week than Abdul. Okay, so I could just say Ali is saving more. I'm going to say more and more money. More and more money. More and more money every week. And then I'm going to say compared to what Abdul is saving. Okay. Let's skip that one for now and let's go on to this last page. Okay, last one I'm going to do on this video. How long is the video? Let's see if we can make it in 20, see if we can get it under 25 minutes. Okay, the table shows the total time it took Samir to read 0, 1, 2, and 3 pages of the book. The table also lists this information as ordered pairs. Okay, so here's the table representing how long it took Samir to read pages, okay? So graph the ordered pairs. So it wants us to start off by graphing the ordered pairs. So 0, 0, 1, 4, 1, 4. Now, this is a guess. It's not exact, but you see how that's 5? I know that's 1, 5, so 1, 4 is probably right below it. 2, 8 is going to be another guess. 2, there's 10, there's 5, so let's say 6, 7, 8, somewhere in here. Okay, 2, 8, and 3, 12. 3, there's 10, 12, probably like right about there. So there is my graph of my ordered pairs. Okay, describe the pattern of the graph. I would just say it's going up. It's increasing. It's increasing. We'll say going up. It's going upward, 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 up, 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 up. So as he reads more pages, it takes him longer and longer to read those pages, okay? Next one. Zaid's home supply charges 5 dirham for each meter of fencing. This person's warehouse charges 6 dirham for each meter of fencing. Okay, make a table for each store that shows the cost for 1, 2, 3, and 4 meters of fencing. So this person, Zaid's home supply, was a little bit cheaper, okay? So it costs 5 dirhams for 1 meter. For 2 meters, it's going to be 5 more. So for 2, it's 10. For 3, it's even 5 more. Again, so remember this, we're going up by 5 every time. So what do you think the next one's going to be? This one's 315. The next one is going to be 4 comma what? What do you think? 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. This one right here, this one's going up by 6. Okay. So 6. So it goes up by 6. So on the second meter of fencing, it's going to be 12. And we should be able to count by 6s. 18. 20, what? 24. Okay, so for 1 meter of fencing, 6 dirham. 2 meters, 12 dirham. 3 meters, 18 dirham. 4 meters, 24 dirham. Graph the ordered pairs for each store on the same coordinate plane. Okay, so here we go. Let's try to do this real quick. I'm going to start off with Zaid's home supply. 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15, 4, 20. Notice it's 5, 10, 15, 20 over here, so we have to follow that. And it would increase at the same rate, so it should be a straight line. Next one, so again, I'm graphing the ordered pairs here, so this is going here. Okay, next one. 1, 6, so just a little bit more. 2, 12, 3, 18, 4, 24. Okay, so this one is increasing ever so slightly faster. Okay, so using the tables and graphs, write a few sentences comparing the ratios of amount charged per meter of fencing for each door. How is it shown in the graph? Let's just say if you bought fencing from, if a person bought fencing from this place, Yahala's warehouse, it would cost them more. And you can even keep writing, guys. There's many ways of answering this, but you could say if you bought it for Zaid's home supply, it would cost them 1 dirham less for every meter of fencing. So yeah, this is 5 and that's 6, or 10, 12, 15, 18. So this one's cheaper, okay? Cheaper to buy from. All right, I think that's going to be the end of this video. So if you guys watch this video, here's all your answers for tomorrow's class, and also hopefully you can understand it well enough to teach your classmates how to do the same thing. If not, feel free to come to me in the morning and I'll be in the class and I can show you a few things. All right, I'll see you guys in class.